Hey everybody, it's Jared here from Happiness for the Practical Mind. Sitting outside, just got off work, and it's really nice out. A little bit cloudy, but I was just going to shoot a quick video and talk about the term your authentic self. And you know, you hear people talk all the time about to thine own self be true, and you know, my book is 7 steps to discovering and loving your authentic self. And what does that mean exactly? And to kind of, from my experience, majority of my life, I had these two versions of myself. One that I showed the world on the outside, and the other was what I felt about myself on the inside, and they weren't always the same thing. I often refer to this allergy commercial that I saw on TV years ago, where there's this gentleman walking through the woods, and he's kind of translucent, and you can kind of see through him, and there's two versions of him. They're both kind of, I don't know, translucent, or you can kind of see through them, and they're walking down these different paths. Then he takes this allergy medicine, and he comes together as one clear individual, and he's walking down a well-defined path. And that's the way that I felt for most of my life. And people told me I was great, or that I had all this potential, but I really didn't believe it. But there was this ideal self deep inside me that I wanted to be, and I believed that I could be that person, but it just seemed hard or too far to achieve, or just I always fell short. And I was even scared that if I did achieve that ideal self and I was still miserable, then I was really screwed, because then I was left with nothing. And so anyway, that's what I was talking about, or when I refer to your authentic self or to thine self be true. That is my experience. And after going through the steps in the journey that I did, I accepted myself. I dealt with my past. I learned to love myself. I became emotionally connected with self. Became emotionally intelligent, and learned to accept myself completely. And thus, I need less externally, and so I can do and say what I know is to be right and true, and be confident about it. And when I'm not, I seek guidance. But it's like, who I am on the inside is who I am on the outside, if that makes sense at all. It might be confusing, but man, I can sure tell the difference, and it's an amazing way to live compared to how I used to be. So that's just something to think about when you hear the term authentic self, and you got to find who that is, and be true to it, and that is your purpose, and that is your birthright, to be happy being your authentic self. And it may be scary at sometimes, but I guarantee it's worth it if you just try. And anyway, it's something I was thinking about, and I hope you enjoy your day, and remember to be honest, be loved, and be happy.